finally found someplace I hate even more than caves. That's a first.
Over there. We must do something.
Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you. I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais.
It does? Why?
If I've said something wrong...
I'm sorry. That's usually asked with skepticism. The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
How do you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on Emeridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination, if you'd be interested in the findings.
Stay safe.
I will.
Someone's used these bones in a spell. What are the jaws of Hakon casting a wall?
Could be blood magic. Let's look for any more skulls.
Someone fought something big here. It could be that bear the Avar are looking for. If the bear isn't dead, it has to be nearby.
earlier judgment of the Seekers was unfair, Dorian.
Oh? Were they not responsible for keeping peace with the mages?
And what would you say if one judged Tevinter solely on the actions of some of its magisters and slavers? Yes, let us dismiss your homeland as not having a single redeeming quality. The Seekers failed, without question. But the situation was complex, and you well know it. Inquisition soldiers. We should help them.
Lieutenant Farrow, sir. We've beaten back those Hackenite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hackenites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hackenites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hackenites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
Knights seem little more than thugs.
Even in the middle of nowhere, we find fanatics. Lucky us.
We should look around. One down! We've done what we can here. Inquisition presence should help keep the area safe. Safer than it was, at least.
That didn't do the trick. That didn't do the trick. My family once took me to Navarra, Cassandra.
You undoubtedly saw more of it than I ever did.
I was young, and all I wanted to do was visit a necropolis. I was desperate.
They're dark and full of undead, and the smell of stale incense still makes me want to vomit.
Ah, there goes that childhood fancy. The ancient Imperium did like to leave a mark. I wonder how long they stayed.
Was this what Colette was trying to reach?
Inquisitor. You may want to see this. Inquisitor! I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but... 2 stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Ameridan's companions.
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Orina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Ameridan. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Ameridan's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
You don't think the inscription could refer to Ameridan himself?
It's possible, but Ameridan would have been recognized as a leader, which the inscription might have noted out of respect. And a breath in the hunt? Why note that your hunt continues unless your remaining prey was someone important?
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Ameridan and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Ameridan's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
If this is the resting place of Heron and Orina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
So they were close. Friends.
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she met Ameridan while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Ameridan was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Orina knew she could help, so she joined Ameridan.
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzamar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzamar's Shaperate to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Ameridan's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
Thank you, Colette.
Inquisitor.
All right.
At your service. Let's see what we have.
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hackonites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
I helped our soldiers defend against a Hackonite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
I should go.
Be careful out there.
Let's look around.
Orders for Grandin.
And dead Hackonites. Impressive that he fought them off alone.
These were Hackonites.
And that's an Inquisition dagger. Harding said that scout might try something stupid.
Someone's cut their way through these Hakon warriors. I can't decide if it's impressive or disconcerting.
Inquisition soldier. Grandin?
Something doesn't feel right.
Inquisitor. I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend, Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
I'm sorry, Grandin.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
This is bad.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
You're not walking out of here, demon.
If you stop me, then I cannot stop them. I won't allow it.
Better than leaving him as an abomination.
Harding will inform the family of the death, if not the details.
No, no, no! I cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be? I am Sigrid Gullsdotter, Augur's apprentice. Goodbye. You returned.
I'll be on my way.
Goodbye.
let me know if you need a break.
I'm all right, thanks. Inquisitor.
The Hackonites were pushed back from the river.
That will put minds at ease, sir. I'll arrange patrols for the area. It's no Imperial highway, but we'll see people along as safely as we can.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir? Missile from Harding.
Have you seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
Don't you like the idea of tree houses?
It's a good idea, in theory. Up where the wild animals can't get us. But having solid ground so far, far below me with nothing but air in between us is just...
Who would have thought? Scout Harding afraid of heights.
Me? No. No. I'm not afraid. Who's afraid? No one's afraid. I love being up high. Lovely views, fresh air, birds flying at my head. Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable with heights. Don't tell anyone.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
Yes. He is dead.
Another one gone. Just like that. Never get used to it, do you? Maker. I'll miss him. Boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
I should go.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hackenite chicken crabs! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hackenites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakon broke their peace oath with Stonebear hold. Our blades are yours.
I assume your bear is all right after... whatever they were going to do to her.
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
God?
Yes. Hakon Winter's Breath, bringer of the cold winds of war.
How do you send a god to attack someone?
With much blood and many foolish rituals. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old Jaws of Hakon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands.
Is that what your skulls say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
What would happen if the Jaws of Hakon succeeded in their plan?
Hakon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields. The gods should stay where they belong.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
I'll speak with you later.
Fair hunting.
I still don't understand how drakes take that hand.
Maybe we should start you on Shepherd 6.
Isn't that a children's game?
Yeah.
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn Coldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
How were you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boats. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
You seem troubled. Is it your injury?
In part. Gyda Meerdotten prepares my father's body for sky burial.
Shit.
I knew it would be soon. I miss him.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Fine work.
Greetings, stranger.
You're the one they speak about in the lowlands, aren't you? The Herald of Andraste.
Many call me that.
Helmsdim Rolfson. I trade our goods outside the hold. You'll not find better this side of the mountain.
Have you traveled outside of Stonebear Hold?
Korth Mountain Father provides. But press us, and we'll admit there's lowlander goods we can't craft ourselves. I sell our goods there. The old trader taught me how to read and write, and how to act in your cities.
Where does your trading take you?
Denerim and Southreach in Ferelden. Leeds and Verchet in Orlais. When the passes are clear, I take our wares to Val Royeaux.
Surely you can get a fair price for your goods closer than Val Royeaux.
Ah, well, that's truth, but have you seen it? My heart lies with the Hold, but I'll die remembering the light on the gates of the sun.
One of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Everyone thinks I'm mad when I speak of Orlais. They believe I make half of it up. As if I could dream up those fountains and palaces, and those frilly little cakes. Most in the Hold call any city outside the mountains prideful or lowlander folly.
Farewell.
Another time.
Be welcome.
I met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldstotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's an abomination.
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods till they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving. A ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her when she's taken to exile.
I should be off.
Farewell. The Augur's saying blood will spill. Before the new moon.
Let the jaws of Hakon try some.
This is the place the augur said that mage, Sigrid, tried and failed to release her spirit. Looks like the tools for her ritual are still here. A skinned bird and a bundle of incense.
Offerings for this mage's ritual. Why are they still here?
Good question. Is trampled down here. Fight?
I do not think so. There are tracks. It was likely a heart.
Probably not important then. Scorch marks. Left by magic?
I think it's excess energy from stopping a spell mid-cast.
Maybe Sigrid never completed this ritual.
Milord.
You returned.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
Perhaps it would be easier to confess what happened to a stranger than to your people.
So even a stranger senses my shame. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit?
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down. The gods change, the gods can die, and yet I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
It would be hard to let go of such unique friendship.
It is. Yet I swore an oath. I think the Augur knew. All this time he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirit certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
The abomination thing didn't work out so well for Kirkwall.
Inquisitor? She is an abomination.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you. Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the catch again.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Am I to understand your Bianca is married?
Oh, have we reached the stage where we gossip about each other's love lives? Did you hear that, boss? Don't worry. I'll tell you whatever she says.
Forget I mentioned anything.
Of loose stone here, and an Avar axe.
They left it here to mark a trail, perhaps.
The woman at the beach said her cousin Runa went climbing. Maybe this is where she began.
Be prepared. There's no telling what trouble we'll find down here.
There. Another trail marker. I think our mountain climber was here.
Let's hope she's not planning to trek out to the Frostbacks.
Another marker here. Over there.
Just in time! Join the fray! The fight's a worthy one! Well fought. I'd heard lowlanders were about. You'd be the Inquisitor, from the hand.
Your cousin was looking for you.
Oh? Oh! The fishing! I was to help Lena with the fishing. I must make an offering to the gods first. Shall I give your names in the prayer?
What's an offering prayer?
I've climbed this hill 1,000 times. Today, it was if a wind from the spirits lifted me. I was going to thank the gods with a brace of nugs. That beast must have scented the meat.
You offer meat to spirits?
The Lady of the Skies sends her birds, and Korth Mountain Father sends his wolves and bears. They wouldn't normally hear the prayer of a lowlander, but since you helped in the fight, I'll speak for you.
I'd be honored to be mentioned in your offering.
The spirits will remember.
That generally helps to respect local traditions now and then.
A prayer to spirits.
Is this wise? Sometimes a spirit's attention can linger.
The lady keeps the skies, where blows the morning wind. Korth grants mountain shelter, hack on blooded hide and bone. Take this gift from Runa Learsdotten, and the Inquisitor from the lands below.
I just felt something.
A blessing? That's a good sign. You bring fine luck, Herald.
Well, I didn't expect it to just pop up.
We've been favored. The gods don't always appear. I'll tell Lena this tale. Perhaps a good story will put a smile on her face.
Well met.
Can we begin this trial of Hakon?
We need an offering from you first. To honor Hakon and the dead.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Stranger.
Well met.
The Inquisition has brought an offering to enter your trials.
Yes. Oh, this'll be a fight to remember. I mean, enter the arena grounds. Hakon's trials await.
I'm ready to begin Hakon's trials.
Excellent. Step into the grounds, and we'll begin.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
What's a dasher from the Merchants Guild doing in the middle of a battle against ancient evils?
I could ask the same thing of a pampered noble to Winter.
But you can't call me pampered. Nobody's peeled a grape for me in weeks.
Talk to Josephine. She can arrange something.
Ha! What a fight! That maneuver. Well, you shot well fought, Inquisitor.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Heard you passed Hakon's trials. If you hunt as well as you fight, you'll fit in well.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Yes, but I don't mind hearing it twice.
If I catch that cold-cursed beast again, I'll...
Injure the other shoulder.
Probably. But you'll bring broth, won't you, Einar?
Oh.
Yeah?
How long have you lived in the base?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
Thane Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stone Bear Hold.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, then, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
Meriden, why? Anan. Dreaming. This blood. My blood? No, I can't.
We're not going to leave that rift here, right?
I can't. No, without.
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood.
She's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again, one more time, but she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
You, or she, wanted to reach Ameridan again. We're also trying to find him.
Ameridan. Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
There are no records of a dragon, so he must have killed it. And died doing so.
Yes. If he had lived, he would have found her. Me. But he didn't. And no one ever knew. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming. Then dead.
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Everything all right down there?
may I help you, Inquisitor?
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Ameridan's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Trusty's dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Ameridan had a lover. Talana, you say. The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
You don't have a problem receiving information from spirits?
It's not ideal, but since you found corroborating physical evidence, I see no serious issues. Any study of great wars and battlefields carries an inherent risk of contact with demons or spirits. When spirits are willing to talk, most historians love the chance of a first-hand report.
What does it change, knowing that Ameridan was on a mission from Emperor Draken?
Everything. One current theory holds that Ameridan was selfishly throwing off his responsibilities to go hunting. Another suggests Draken had him removed or even killed because Ameridan opposed the Navaran Accord. But if this is true, then Ameridan was a loyal servant of Orlais. He was not an embarrassment. He was a patriot protecting Orlais while Draken fought in the Second Blight.
You were surprised to hear that Ameridan had a lover?
Yes. This Talana you mentioned. Her existence has been hotly debated. Some scholars took Inquisitor Ameridan's respect for the Chantry to imply that he remained celibate. In ages past, there were stories about him and his lover, a mage. They made it out to be a star-crossed romance. The Chantry silenced the stories strenuously.
When I helped the Avar at Stone Bear Hold, we learned that the jaws of Hakon once bound their god's soul to a beast. According to the spirit, the dragon Ameridan faced was powerful, and accompanied by hostile Avar.
You believe they could be one and the same? That would mean... Of course! Of course! Brilliant! 800 years ago, the Second Blight threatened a weak Orlais. A perfect time for the Avar to attack. This Avar god dragon could have endangered the Orlesian Empire had Ameridan not stopped it. That explains why he would accept such a dangerous mission. And likely how he died.
How bad would it be if the contemporary jaws of Hakon bound their god to a dragon again?
With Orlais still recovering from the Civil War and the Mage-Templar conflict, not to mention the scattered rifts and remnants of Corypheus' forces still causing trouble, a high dragon given malice and magic by an Avar god spirit could, hypothetically, destroy much of Orlais. At least, I hope that was hypothetically.
You're not concerned about the literal existence of an Avar god?
Not particularly. If the jaws of Hakon once bound their god to a dragon, it is likely just a powerful spirit. That isn't to downplay the important cultural significance to the Avar, but magic does not equate godhood. Every blight comes from the old gods, which are also dragons corrupted by some outside influence. Sometimes I wonder if we really know what we mean by gods.
It seems Inquisitor Ameridan saved Orlais 800 years ago. It's time to honor his legacy. The spirit said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river, the scouts have had trouble with Hackonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
That spirit on the island said something about Ameridan going upriver to, someplace with spires? While you search upriver, I'll continue studying these buckles. That, sounded better in my head.
I'd like to discuss Inquisitor Ameridan.
Of course, your predecessor. Existing historical records are contentious. Some say he was a devout Andrasti. Others suggest he cared little for religion, gaining leadership of the Seekers through Emperor Draken's friendship. He disappeared around the time the Seekers of Truth, the original Inquisition, incorporated into the newfound Chantry. Historians assumed he retired to go dragon hunting. Our new information should shake up academic circles profoundly.
I'll speak with you later.